Welcome back to the Right Way Sports Network YouTube channel. My name is Dash, and today I am joined by fellow analyst Charlie Stone as we look at the Miami Dolphins, a team who have only had 2 winning seasons in the last 10 years. Led by young quarterback Tua Tagovailoa, the Dolphins look to take advantage of a division no longer ruled by the New England Patriots. With a good head coach and a supporting cast that includes dynamic rookie Jalen Waddle and vets like Will Fuller and Devontae Parker, this team could not only make the wild card, but make a serious push at winning the AFC East. First, we'll look at Tua Tagovailoa. As a rookie, he started only 9 games, but he did go 6-3 in those games, which was as many wins as Rookie of the Year Justin Herbert, who did that in 6 more starts. Tua flashed his accuracy in his rookie season, logging a completion percentage 0.1 higher than Tom Brady's career average. Now, he looks to be the starter for all 17 games this year, so he should improve continuously throughout the season. But during camp, there were some worries. He threw lots of interceptions on the first day, but that could just be him being more comfortable taking risks. Last season, he wasn't comfortable even changing the play at the line. So this could be good for Dolphins fans, but it could also be a little bit worrying. The Dolphins decided to reunite Tua with his former teammate from Alabama, Jalen Waddle. Waddle brings a level of explosiveness this offense lacked last year. He's the top deep threat from this year's strong wide receiver class, and he'll make an immediate impact as he'll be able to come in already having chemistry with the guy slinging him the ball. He could be one of the rookies to go over 1,000 yards this season. Speaking of deep threats, Miami also added one of the best wideouts in the league from that category, Will Fuller. Fuller is coming over from the Texans, where we saw some electric play from him. With a career average of nearly 15 yards per reception, he's a threat every time he touches the ball. Now that he's in Miami, he won't be the sole focus of the defense anymore as well. Along with Waddle and Fuller, the Finns have another good wideout too, Devontae Parker. Parker logged over 1,200 yards and 9 touchdowns in 2019, the only season he played in all 16 games. If we can see Parker stay healthy, we know he can be very good. Being a part of such a good wide receiver group will help him tremendously, as he's seen primarily number 1 corners in recent years. To cap off a great set of skill players in the passing game, the Dolphins have one of the top receiving options at tight end in the league, Mike Gesicki. Gesicki logged a very good PFF grade of 78.1 last season as he raked in over 700 yards. He also had over 50 catches for the second time in his very young career.
Now I'm going to be talking about the Miami Dolphins offensive line. I'm going to start at the left tackle spot where they have Austin Jackson holding it down. He was the 18th overall pick in the 2020 draft, but it is safe to say since that night, he's been a disappointment to Dolphins fans. Last year alone, he gave up 4 sacks and 5 penalties. And while there is still hope that he can develop into a better left tackle and hold down that spot for the Miami Dolphins in the future, what he did in 2020 was not promising for Miami Dolphins fans. Although he has elite athleticism, there's still a chance he can develop into a starting caliber offensive tackle. Next, looking at the left guard position for the Miami Dolphins is Solomon Kindley. Solomon Kindley moved to the left guard spot during the 2020 season. And in my opinion, watching the film, he is a mauler in the run game. While he is a good run blocker, his pass pro technique can use some serious refinement. Last year alone, he had 5 penalties and gave up 4 sacks. But if he can develop in the pass game, he is looking like a day 3 steal for the Miami Dolphins, who could be their left guard of the future. Moving into the center position, Matt Skura. They signed him in free agency, and in my opinion, this was not a great move. Last year, Pro Football Focus, his pass blocking grade at a 50 overall, his run blocking grade at a 56 overall, and his overall at a 50.2. Miami's expecting Matt Skura to come in and start immediately at the center spot. In my opinion, he is a below average to bottom tier center in this league. Next, looking at the right guard spot. Robert Hunt has versatility, and he is moving in from tackle to guard, where last season he had 8 penalties and allowed 3 sacks on 722 snaps. He is not a great player in my opinion, but there should be other positions to emphasize. He is not a great right guard, but the Miami Dolphins should definitely look to upgrade other positions before this right guard spot. Finally, at the right tackle spot, the Miami Dolphins drafted Liam Eichenberg in the 2nd round of this year's draft. He played left tackle at Notre Dame, but he can come in and compete for the starting right tackle spot if he has a good camp. Eichenberg, he was a 6'6", 306-pound prospect who is a great pass blocker in college, and while run blocking wasn't his strength, he was decent and developed into a mediocre run blocker his last years at Notre Dame. While he's been great in pass pro in college, his arm length and his base are cause for concerns when evaluating his game and how he will look to translate at the next level. If he can improve and strengthen his base and pass protection and also improve his punch, I expect Eichenberg to come in and be a good tackle for the Miami Dolphins. They also signed DJ Fluker in free agency, who could serve as a swing tackle for them. The tackle spot for this Miami team does not have real top-end talent. They do have some sort of depth with these three rotational players at tackle.
At running back, the Dolphins don't have anything too special. They were in the bottom third in terms of rushing yards last season, but Myles Gaskin did look to be a viable option, leading them in rushing yards with 584 and a few scores as well, but nothing about their running back room really wows me. They did bring over Malcolm Brown, who was with Los Angeles, but he's no more than a solid number 2. This dynamic offensive core for the Dolphins will be able to light up the stat sheet through the air and on the scoreboard in 2021. There are tons of options for young quarterback Tua Tagovailoa, who still has lots to prove, but the team should get better as he does the more the season progresses.
And as for the Miami Dolphins offensive line, there are still serious holes that should be filled if they look to improve their run game and provide more time in pass protection for Tua. Thank you guys for tuning in to Dash and I's evaluation of the Miami Dolphins offense. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like below if you did and subscribe to the TWSN YouTube channel.
Peace out.